The Legacy Method, a physician's guide to actually achieving your New Year's resolutions. Did you know that only 8% of people achieve their New Year's resolutions? As high achievers, physicians and healthcare providers are used to crushing our goals. We made it through all of the difficult training to get to where we are. Why is it that our new resolutions fail just like everyone else's if we're so goal-oriented? Today, I'm going to share with you a physician-specific framework that will transform how you approach personal and professional growth and help you be successful with your 2025 New Year's resolutions. Hi, I'm Dr. Ben. I'm a pediatric cardiologist and physician coach. About midway through my career, I went through a period of severe burnout and I thought I was done with medicine. I recognized that I was good at taking care of my patients, but not so good at taking care of myself, and I honestly couldn't see a path forward as a physician. I partnered with a coach with a plan on a clinical off-ramp, and through the process I developed some new skills and realized something surprising. I like being a doctor, and I really didn't want to do different work. I just needed to work differently. So I took the tools that I learned through coaching, was able to continue practicing and love my job. And I've started a coaching business to help other physicians, medical students, residents thrive in medicine so that they can have the career that they dreamed of when they started down this long road. So back to the topic at hand, New Year's resolutions. Let's be honest, we have all been there. January 1st rolls around and we make these grand plans. I'm gonna hit the gym every day. I'm gonna achieve perfect work-life balance and spend more time with my family and friends. And my favorite, I'm gonna catch up on my charts immediately after each patient and leave paperwork at work. And then by about mid-January, we are drowning in patient charts. Our workout clothes are collecting dust, and we start feeling guilty and a little bit like failures. And then we revert to old habits. Well, today I'm gonna introduce a new method that will help you set goals. It's called the Legacy Framework. It's a method that's designed for physicians and other high achievers to help you achieve your goal. I'm going to break it down really simply and then go into each step in more detail. Legacy is an acronym. Each letter stands for something. So L in Legacy means look forward first. Before setting any goal, understand why it's important and how it fits into your big picture plan. This isn't really about goal setting. It's about legacy building and understanding how your current resolution or goal fits into your long-term vision for your life. E stands for embrace small wins. Using a simple method, we'll break down these big grand resolutions into tiny achievable steps or small wins. G means ground your goals in growth. Just like we look forward when we plan our resolutions, it's also important to look back and connect the resolutions to past meaningful experiences. Take a positive experience and grow from it, or take something that wasn't so positive and take that negative and turn it into something positive. A means act with intention and transform those vague resolutions into SMART goals. And instead of having this giant year-long horizon, use 4 to 6 week horizons and set continuous small SMART goals. C is create accountability. We all get by with a little help from our friends, and that's true with resolutions and goal setting. Share your goals with colleagues, friends, or mentors, or your family. Data shows that this significantly increases success rates. And finally, Y means yield to progress, not perfection. Physicians and healthcare workers are perfectionists by nature. We're taught that way in training as well. It becomes kind of this trap of perfect, and if it's not perfect, it's not okay. Remember, sustainable change comes from small wins, not massive overhauls or perfection. So with that background, let's take a deeper dive into each component of the Legacy Method. And to make this practical and to understand each step, I'm going to apply each step to the classic resolution we've all made, which is I want to exercise more, go to the gym more. So looking at L, or the first step, which means look forward. The first thing we need to do is look beyond the immediate goal and connect it to our bigger why. As in, why is this goal important to us now? But more importantly, why is it important to us in the future? So do me a favor and close your eyes just for a minute and imagine yourself at a big event, like a retirement party or a landmark birthday, or even just 20 years from now. What do you want people to say about you in that moment? How do you want to feel? What impact do you want to have made? What kind of life do you want to have lived? Now with this big, grand kind of picture idea, let's use our exercise example. And instead of just saying, I want to exercise more, ask yourself how this fits into the big picture. Do you want to be the grandparent that keeps up with your grandkids? Do you want to be known as a physician who maintained steady hands and had great endurance well into their 60s or 70s and was able to continue operating on big cases? Or do you want to be remembered as the physician or healthcare provider who led by example and led a healthy lifestyle and used that example to encourage patients and colleagues to do the same? This step is crucial because it transforms something that is surface level into something that's meaningful and personally motivating. E is embrace small wins. This is honestly where most resolutions fail because we look at the big picture and we try to do too much too soon and it becomes overwhelming, and when we don't see progress, the goals become daunting. So if you break them down into small steps, it seems a little silly sometimes, but you'll be more successful. So let's look at our exercise example again. Instead of the big resolution of I will work out for an hour every day, which let's be honest is not achievable, start with something small, like I'm gonna do 5 squats in the morning while my coffee brews. Why this works? Small wins build confidence and you're more likely to continue. Tiny habits are easier to maintain because they don't add time to your day. Success breeds success, and you can always build up gradually. Remember, you didn't become a physician and go from doing anatomy to removing an appendix in the same semester. You started with basic skills and built them up over time. G in legacy is ground your goals and growth. As I mentioned, your resolutions are important to be future-looking, but they should also connect to meaningful past experiences to understand why your past experiences are influencing your present. So with exercise, and using that example, was there a patient case where your physical stamina affected your performance? Do you feel winded when you try to go hiking with your family or keep up with your kids or grandkids? Or maybe you just notice that you feel better on the days when you exercise and you sleep better at night. Use these experiences to form your approach and help you set resolutions. This step matters because it helps you understand your true motivations and also predict potential obstacles. A is act with intention. Now, this is where we get a little more specific and really the meat of our resolution starts. And we're going to transform those vague resolutions into SMART goals with short 4 to 6 week horizons. For exercise, instead of the vague exercise more, try something specific in the SMART goal framework. So specific, I will walk, measurable for 15 minutes, achievable during my lunch break, relevant to improve my energy for afternoon patients, and time-bound 3 times per month for the next month, and then you'll reassess. Think of this like writing a detailed treatment plan. You do this for the patients you care for. Do it for yourself as well. C in legacy is create accountability. Accountability is like having an attending oversee your training. It was a little bit annoying during the training process, but let's be honest, it was helpful and it keeps you on track. Research shows that sharing goals increases success rates by up to 65%. Accountability matters. So for exercise, try the following suggestions. Join a walking group. Share your goals with your family. Put a fitness app on your phone and log your progress every day and see how you've changed over the weeks. Schedule workout dates with your colleagues, partner, friends, or people you haven't met in your walking group, and post updates on social media or contact me and I'll be your accountability coach. The key is choosing an accountability method that feels supportive and not stressful. Finally, Y is yield to progress, not perfection. In medicine, we're perfectionists. We're expected to get everything right all of the time. That isn't an achievable bar for any of us, but with personal growth, perfect is the enemy of good. With exercise, celebrate the 10-minute walk, even if you plan for 20. Count the busy day as an exercise day, even when you only got your morning squats in and didn't get the afternoon workout in. And give yourself some grace. Some weeks will be better than others. We'll celebrate small improvements because they add up to significant changes over time. And finally, research shows that physicians who approach goals with self-compassion are more likely to maintain long-term changes and experience less burnout in the process. Now that you understand the legacy framework, let's dive into 3 crucial implementation strategies that will help you increase your success rate with your new resolutions. The first is something that's called the 5-second rule. Here's how it works. The moment you have an impulse to act on your goal, our minds start thinking of reasons why we should not act on that goal. So to replace that impulse where we talk ourselves out of doing whatever it is we had planned to do, you're going to count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then move. Replace all of that negative self-talk with just a simple countdown. Think of it like the gun at the start of a race. This works because it bypasses your brain's protective mechanisms that lead to procrastination. It prevents overthinking that kills motivation and creates a starting ritual that becomes automatic. So, for example, when your morning alarm clock goes off for that early workout, these are the usual thoughts that happen, at least to me. First thought is I should get up. Then you start thinking I'm tired. And then you start making excuses. And then you pull the covers up and you feel cozy and you don't get out of bed. So as soon as the alarm clock goes off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go and out of bed. As physicians, we use a strategy like this subconsciously in emergency situations. We don't debate, we don't question, we just respond and move. Apply this same principle to your resolutions. The next implementation strategy is to focus on one change at a time. As physicians, we're expected to be multitaskers, which, let's be honest, doesn't go very well. But when it comes to behavior change in particular, multitasking is our enemy. Research shows that focusing on one change at a time increases success rates by 80%. it reduces cognitive load, and it allows for proper habit formation, which takes about 66 days. It also prevents willpower depletion. And finally, the most important is value alignment, which always seems a little squishy and probably sounds like I'm a broken record at this point. This is possibly the most crucial element for sustainable change. Your resolutions and your goals must align with your core values as a person and as a physician. Here's why. Aligned goals feel energizing rather than depleting. They create internal motivation rather than external pressure. They sustain you through challenges. They contribute to overall life satisfaction. So let's take a look at the resolution, I want to exercise more, and understand kind of exactly what that looks like. For aligned values, or rather, if that resolution is aligned with your values, if you value service, being healthier and exercising more helps you serve your patients better. If you value family, having more energy for your kids matters most. And if you value leadership, you want to model healthy behaviors, and exercising more fits that value. If your values aligned with your resolutions, it might look something like this. I should exercise more because other people do. I should exercise more because I want to look a certain way because of outside pressure. I should exercise more because it makes me look successful. You notice the difference? In short, aligned goals pull you forward. Misaligned goals push you from behind. And finally, when choosing which resolution to focus on first, pick the one that's most aligned with your core values. This creates a foundation for future change. So remember, use the 5-second rule to start, focus on one meaningful change, and ensure that your goals and resolutions are aligned with your values. Think of these 3 elements as your resolution insurance policy. Your resolutions don't have to be career related. Being a physician is just one part of your life. It's just one identity you hold. And research shows that physicians who pursue interests outside of medicine experience less burnout and are just overall more happy in life. So remember, the legacy method isn't just another framework. It's a physician-specific approach that acknowledges our unique challenges and strengths. So whether you aim to improve patient care, advance in your career, run a marathon, or master sourdough breaking, these principles will help you get there. So to close, what story will you write for yourself in 2025? Share your goals in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more physician development content. This is Dr. Ben from The Developing Doctor, helping you thrive in medicine and life.